Greetings, Warrior family. This is Chef Sean, and today we're going to make meatball subs. First of all, we're going to go through a list of ingredients for our marinara, and then we're going to go ahead and make the sauce. Okay, so now that we've got our ingredients together, I went ahead and diced some yellow onion, and then I've also minced up some red and green bell pepper, and then I've chiffonade the basil, and I'm using a little bit of Cheater's garlic. I didn't feel like mincing the garlic, so I got some already minced. And then we are going to heat our pan like really super hot. Well, not super hot. We're going to get it up to medium high, and then we'll go ahead and start making our sauce. Towards the end there, I added a little bit of red wine, brought it probably about a quarter of a cup of sweet red wine, to give the sauce a little bit of sweetness. The alcohol is going to cook out and it's going to refine the flavor of the sauce. So while that's simmering, we're going to go ahead and show you the ingredients that you're going to need for the meatballs, and then we're going to go ahead and start making that. Okay, first thing I did was I diced up some more onions, about a half an onion, with some red and green bell peppers, and sauteed that with garlic, and we're going to set that off to the side. I also took a whole bag of chicharrones or pork rinds, and I ground them up in the food processor. And then we also have our eggs, our almond flour, our garlic powder, Parmesan cheese, and our Warrior salt. So now we're going to go ahead and make those meatballs. At this point, you want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. We're going to start, we're going to scoop out the meatballs, and then we're going to hand roll them. We're going to put them in this glass Pyrex dish, and then we're going to put about a quarter of an inch of water on the bottom of the pan, and throw them in the oven for about 25-35 minutes. Basically, you want the insides to be at a temperature of 165. So I'm going to go ahead and start rolling, and I'll get back to you here in a little bit.
While we're waiting for our meatballs to cook, we're going to go ahead and get our bread ready.
So what I've got here is a nice big French baguette from our local H-E-B bakery department. We're gonna go ahead and cut the ends off. And then we're gonna go ahead and cut it in half. We're gonna cut each half in half. So we have 4 nice, decent size subs. And then we're gonna cut one side, not all the way through. We're gonna leave it so a lot of people scrape out the bread on the inside, but I like to leave it in there. So we've got a nice hollow shell here, and then we're gonna go ahead and later on fill these full of meatballs, pour on sauce, and add cheese. All right, so I seasoned up our marinara sauce, and it's perfect. I put salt and pepper and a little bit of Italian seasoning in there, and it tastes really good. So our meatballs, they're 165 degrees in the center, and they're ready to load up in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you how to make one, and then we'll go ahead and make the rest, and we'll throw them in the oven for about 10 minutes. At we'll just keep it at 400, and then we'll eat it. All right, ready? So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a little bit of mozzarella cheese into the hoagie. And then we are going to add a little bit of marinara over top of the cheese. And then we are going to tape a couple of these meatballs, throw them in there like that. Add more sauce over the top. It's okay if it runs all over the place. And then we're gonna throw more cheese on top. And then we're gonna season it with this gourmet Italian seasoning. And then I'm gonna add a little extra oregano. And that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and make all of them now. Thanks for joining us again today, Warriors. I hope you enjoyed making everything with us today. Join us next time for chicken and waffles. We'll see you then.